We are here today to appeal to the Igbo nation that the Middle Belt people are not your enemies anymore. It's our appeal. And in this regard, we also want the Ndigbo worldwide to also take the Middle Belters as their friends and permanent brothers and sisters forever.
It's a privilege to be amidst you today, and I count it a great one. My name is Barrister Seth Manset. I am a proud indigenous of the Middle Belt. It's a region that Nigeria must adopt, understand, and operate as safe. We are happy to be here. I'm here to give a vote of thanks, and I want to be very brief. And in our vote of thanks, we must appreciate your hospitality. We've been here since Friday, and Chief have not relent and ensuring that we are okay, that we are good. Unfortunately, he did not give us the map of Imo State, but we also want to apologize for one thing. My leader didn't even speak. We are sorry for discovering the agenda this late. We are sorry on behalf of our leaders for understanding that we have been deceived over time. We are sorry that as youths and members of the family, we are just coming up today boldly, strongly, to tell you this is the end of it. We are sorry that the moles in the system of Middle Belt have at least done us a favor of living in Middle Belt. They are now in Zaria. We are sorry to say boldly that as youth we are willing this time, without dragging of feet, to do the right thing and associate. It's a lie to say it's not even a religious puzzle. When people are killed in their churches, when people are made in their various groups, and leaders. Okay, let's try to be minimal on the issue. We are just sorry that it happened right from 1960, the way it happened. But we are here to kindly apologize and kindly plead for your support this time. We are neighbors. The Niger are joining us. Whatever the map, you cannot remap it. We are brothers. And if we have over 300 ethnic nationalities, it therefore means that we have a reason for our confusion. But we refuse to be confused any longer. We refuse to be confused any longer. This time is for good. We are out for good. And we are treating at the level of a generation that is concerned about what will happen tomorrow, not the one that have a political interest. They can drag our leaders to whatever length, but today we are here before you to say one thing, that we are in for good. Liberation and freedom of Christians, liberation and freedom of our region, liberation and freedom from the North. We are the target of the North. I can say it categorically, without any reservation. We are not going home with anything. We are here to unveil it. We have been the victims, but enough is enough. Unfortunately, we don't have a president. The only person we have is the one who is silent enough to say nothing. But we are glad that we are here today, and we are here for good. What we are fighting for is not for our immediate consumption, but for the future. We are sensitive to a generation that thinks and hopes that his children will live. And like my friend will say, we are happy to consummate, release, romance, forgive our leaders. They've done what they have done, and thank God they have left the area for us. They've left the area for us to account for decisions they have made before. But we're out to be sure that this never happens again. Today we are seeing the delegation of youth is intentional. As they keep doing politics, we have clearly ethnic nationality intact. We have clearly the records of everybody, and today is not a hidden agenda, and it will never stop. We are out. They must follow suit, whether they like it or not. And I'm happy to be here, and I thank God for Chief and my leader as well. So I assure you that we are not dragging feet on this issue. We are out for good to see the liberation and the freedom of not just Biafra, but the Middle Belt as well.
Ndị be anyị si n'oge onye o ji teta ụlọ bụ ụtụtụ a. If this video is current, it makes sense. In case you don't know, let me list out the states in Nigeria that are known as Middle Belt or North Central. Even though some part of Kwara has been granted to join the Northwest geopolitical zone. Initially, Kwara State, Niger State, Kogi State, even Abuja, Nasarawa, Benue, and Plateau are regarded as the Middle Belt region of Nigeria. Initially, some people actually want to add Taraba and Gombe, which is the old Gongola state. If you put all the whole Gongola state, for some of you who doesn't know there's a state called Gongola, then you understand where they call Middle Belt. And some part of the southern Kaduna attempt to be Middle Belt. But I'm happy that these guys have been able to see reasons that we are not the problem of Nigeria. Because every time you hear people saying Igbo is the problem of Nigeria, Igbo is the problem. For 50 years plus, Igbo has not handled any major position in Nigeria. Yet Nigeria is sinking. Yet these people here are being killed daily. Their land are being taken from them, and they are not caused by Igbo people. The expansionist agendas against these people, they make you think that we Ndigbo are the problem. Today, their people are seeing it clearly. You heard what he's saying, that their eyes are open and they want to apologize to Ndigbo. They want to apologize. I hope this is real. It's not for political reason. They think that after election now they will go back to their state. Because some of these Bini guys who you see today speaking against the Ndigbo were once supporting Peter Obi. They were speaking it for political relevance. Now they were all against Ndigbo for a porridge of soup. Anyway, that is not even the major problem. The major problem is that the enemy within is what I always want to deal with. Our non-gods is what I love dealing with. Thank God that our kings are now speaking up. Making individual videos supporting their normal say. The other time I showed you an Ika king, Obi Uche, the Obi of Agbavo, saying that he supports a normal state with the quote, irrespective of the geopolitical zone he joined. But we know there's nothing like irrespective in the reality. He must join Southeast if Anyoma should be graded, or when Anyoma is graded. So you must understand this. Watch out this and see Obi of Atoma saying that he supports Anyoma state creation. So that tomorrow you have to be sharing this kind of video. They won't be telling you that your king are not supporting. They're always speaking again. No, our kings are not speaking out, saying they support Anyoma state creation. And they are doing it for political so that the government of the day will not stop paying them money because they want to go to Southeast. Yes, I understand why some of them cannot boldly say they want to go to Southeast, because their staff of authority and the money they collect monthly are coming from the governors. We know this, but we are the one to say because we have nothing to lose. We have everything to gain by saying the truth.
My name is His Royal Majesty Obi Chukwu JP, Obi of Atomega, I'm from Aneto Shimefere constituency, and I stand here to support the creation of Anioma State. Irrespective of the zone, Anioma State will bring government more to the people and to grassroots. That is where I stand as the OB and the custodian and custom of tradition of Atunega people. Thank you.
Now, having watched this video, it will not dawn on you that everybody wants a normal state to come. The rich and the rich and the powerful in our society want a normal state to come. Those who are against us are just these miscreants who are just looking for relevancy. Watch out this. Look, pause and read this. A dumb man, Benin people are campaigning against you. And I'm happy against the cars. Oh, I'm happy. I'm happy if it should happen. I swear I will love it to happen to the cars. Let them change their language. You see, that is why even when Delta State recognize some Isoko villages as Igbo speaking, we'll never for one day go and drag them and say, these are Igbo, Isoko people are Igbos. No, we don't do that. Because assimilation, interculture can be exchanged. Today we are speaking English. Today some of us practice the British way of life. We have imported the culture into our system. Yes, there's possibility that those people they recognize Igbo, but they are known as Isoko ethnic group. That is fine. But you that is known as a sub-Igbo group and claiming that you are not Igbo is a shame unto you. Look at it. They have a Umweka in other parts of Igbos. Umweka in other parts of Igbo. These guys are Nekama. He say in the north here where we stay, they see us as Igbo. We are even championing the Igbo groups. Pause and be reading everything and post here so that you see evidence, Yakpa. 99.9% of those who are online shouting, Eka no Igbo, Eka this, Eka that, none of them were born as of 1926, almost 100 years ago. But pause and read this document. Pause and read this document, and you begin to see that even as of 19th century, you have been recognized as Eka Igbo. There's a distance, and I told you that even as of that time, all of us that are claiming Enuan and Ukwuani today are all known as Eka constituency. So this Eka that are written sometimes the distance Eka group, and all of us sometimes are called Eka. You know me, I no go talk lie, so that you won't say I'm trying. No, I will tell you how it is. So it is high time we stop deceiving ourselves. Go and find these books and read. It will give you in-depth detail of what our forefathers stand for. As an Anioma son, when I was going to Abuja, some people were telling me Igbo word mean bush. I bust laugh. You see here, we have been so deceived in this country that we think that to bring people down is to say they mean this and that, so that you bring them down. I've said it time without number. When your friend call you Atuno, they are not saying it because you too know in their presence. They are saying it so that they will bring you down, so that you and them will be equal. Yes, they recognize your knowledge, knowing that you know fully. When people say you too, they argue. Why they put that word is so that it become a negative tag on you. It is supposed to be a success, but they want to use it to be against you. When they say you are talkative, you too, they argue. It's because they want to bring you down to their level. They want all of you to be equal, dump, so that you won't be able to challenge their ignorance. You see them saying Igbo people mean bush. Let's assume the word Igbo mean bush. Is it a bad thing? George Bush has ruled America for 16 years. 8 years the senior one, 8 years the junior one. Name Bush is a celebrity somewhere. You think if you call us, see, it is my fellow Igbo people that I'm looking at, because some of them doesn't even have this understanding. Even Igbo word, even if Igbo means bush, is good thing. Our people are Asian people, the bush people. So it's not a crime that Igbo means bush. That's what some Ukwuani are telling me inside the bus, that Igbo means bush. Yes, I'm ready to accept it. Igbo means slave, I'm ready to accept it. See, even if you mean and say, poo, I'm ready to accept it. You have called us Biafra, you have called us baby factory, you have called us ritualists. I'm ready to accept it. If you think it's easy, go and do. Bush is a good name. I've told people that our people give name according to how things happen. There are people who are Jofia because they born the child, they throw her in a rejected forest, evil forest, and some people find the child. They don't know the name they will give you. They give you one Ajofia because they give name according to situation. Not be today where Christianity don't furnish everything. If you want picking call and say them or God to could this and that. No, those that they give name according to situation. Because they throw the child in Ibontu. Ibontu means waste being dumped. Where they gather all this charcoal, they throw away Nto and the Igbo. They throw away the child there, the people will carry and call them Ibontu. And that does not stop the child success. My mother was called Ubo because she was born in Ubo. So Ubo Ugo. Ugo. Because she was born in Ubo, which is farm. They give name according to situations. And like I said, Christianity has brainwashed us to think that you need to be an angel for you to be successful. No. When they're talking of good name, they're not talking of you bearing a good name like white and instead of black. No. Even if my name is Lucifer and I'm doing good thing, my legacy will stand greater than you that's bearing angel. I'm Deputy Jesus today. If Dangote's son go for interview with me, they will give a job because his father's name supersede my own abilities. Supersede whatever you think I know. If they give me the job, yeah, fine. It's possible. But it's not because I have a good name, Deputy Jesus, that's why they give me the job. You must understand this. In the 21st century, you should not live with that kind of mindset. So even if Igbo means slave, those they call slave in Black America are doing better than us. I'm out of here, Joe.